In this video, I'm going to reveal the Chinese secret to saving money. Now, I've gotten a lot of these money saving tips from my dad, who's your typical good with money Chinese person, and I want to share those with you today. People sometimes ask me if I'm half Asian, but I'm actually 100% Chinese. My mom is from Beijing, my dad is from Shanghai, and I've done many trips to China, including 2 6-month stretches both in Hong Kong and Beijing, and many trips in between. First, it's definitely cultural. As Americans, we're always being hit with sales, discounts, financing options, and the like. We are always kind of pressured to keep up with our neighbors. This heavy focus on consumption originated after the post-World War II era. It was not long after the Great Depression, and it was deemed patriotic to consume in America at that time. So they were trying to spur the economy on and encourage people to go shopping more. The first reason Chinese people like to save money is the meaning of money and what it means to them. As kids, you're taught from a very early age that saving money is honorable. Kids often get money in red envelopes for New Year's and birthdays and are encouraged by their parents to save it. This money is referred to as lucky money. Money is so important to the Chinese that they even have a phrase during the holidays and New Year's that they say instead of Happy New Year. As comedian Ronnie Chan explains, during Chinese New Year, the way we greet each other is with the phrase Gong Xi Fa Cai, which means hope you get rich. Up until 2016, China had a one-child policy implemented in the late 70s and early 80s to stem overpopulation. This meant each family could have one child. If you had more than one child, you would be slapped with a fine, and if you didn't pay that fine, your household wouldn't be able to register your second child's name in the household system, making them ineligible for health care and education services. This one-child policy created a sharp decline in newborns and led to sex-selective abortions, as it was often more important to have a boy than a girl. Boys usually inherit the family name and property. So many families use contraception to avoid female births and optimize for male births. This skewed the population to have more males than females. At its worst, there were 122 males for every 100 females born. With more men than women, there's a supply and demand issue. More men are chasing the same number of women, so to stand out, a man in China has to be viewed as successful, which often means having a lot of money. Now, let's talk about the money secret of this video. The main secret as to why Chinese people are brilliant at saving money isn't anything crazy. They simply account for every dollar. My dad always knew where his money was going, and there's a special budgeting system that can help with this. There are 4 main factors the Chinese prioritize to help them save a lot of money. They don't indulge in luxury goods or status symbols. The majority of Chinese people want to stay humble and fly under the radar, avoiding luxury products. They live off a very small percentage of their income. My dad grew up with very little money in Shanghai, often going to sleep hungry. When he started his career, he tried to live off $1 for every 10 he earned. This principle of saving as much as possible and living off little has stuck with me and many other Chinese people. They focus on their needs versus their wants. If you need something, especially for your health, go ahead and spend money on it. But be reasonable with your spending and make smart choices. For once, make sure you're getting good value. For example, a $350 wallet should be used for a long time to amortize the cost. They stay at home and eat at home. Eating out is expensive, and in my household, we would go out to eat once every other week, usually having people over for group dinners instead. I hope some of these tips will inspire you to save. If they did, let me know in the comments. As the Chinese would say during New Year's, Gong Xi Fa Kai, which means I hope you get rich. Make sure to check out my newsletter, Hump Days, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.